Alrighty, welcome back to yet another discussion video about Activision, everyone. At this point, I might as well make an entire series on my channel about this, and I even thought of a nice little name for this series on my channel, and I like to call it Activision Continues to Fail the Call of Duty franchise. So, welcome back to another episode on how Activision continues to fail the Call of Duty franchise, everybody. So, in today's video, once again, you guessed it, it's another discussion video about Activision. So, yeah, just get some popcorn or get some water, get some nice sustenance and all. So this is going to be another spicy video. So Activision decided to remove some popular content creators crossover bundles in Call of Duty, and at least for what I'm aware of, this is the first genuine content creator collaboration with Call of Duty. Now, I'll give credit where credit's due. When it comes to Fortnite, Fortnite nails the collaborations and everything. I mean, because that game does focus more on monetization at this point, but so does Call of Duty. But I digress. Anyway, the latest controversy has been surrounding nickmerks and TimTheTatman, and this all revolves around this Pride Month event. Now, before I get really into this video, I don't want to talk about Pride Month that much at all because I don't want there to be any fists flying in the comments section. I don't want anyone to be at each other's throats over their own opinions. I mean, everyone's allowed to have their own opinion. So, for the sake of everyone's sanity and for the sake of saving everybody some time in this video, I'm just going to try to focus only on Activision and try to only focus on what needs to be said. At least I'll get to do my best to focus on that goal for this video. So, are we cool? Can we all agree on that? Good. So, now that we got that out of the way, let's get on with the latest controversy. So, Activision has decided to piss off Call of Duty's community once again, and they decided to remove a popular content creator's collaboration content creator bundle with Call of Duty, and this guy goes by the name of nickmerks, which is a popular Call of Duty content creator. And since his latest actions, he had his content creator bundle removed from the Activision store, and all he said was they should just leave little kids alone. And this involves the Pride Month stuff, where they should just leave little kids alone. Now, again, I don't want to focus too much on the Pride Month stuff. I want to try to avoid that as much as I can. But that was nickmerks' worries, because there was a video circulating online where people and parents were having quite a disagreement. And it's gotten to the point where Activision decided to remove nickmerks' content creators collaboration bundle from the Call of Duty store, and this is pissing off a lot of people. Now, there is an article I do want to read to you guys about surrounding this situation, I guess. Now, I do want to try to highlight the important parts here. Now, this does come from thecomicbook.com. I'm going to read it to you guys, and I'm going to give you my thoughts and opinions on this as we go along. Call of Duty saw the backlash and removed the nickmerks skin from the game, starting that they wanted to focus on celebrating Pride Month with the community. This caused its own string of backlash, with fans saying that they would no longer play the game due to this decision. As a matter of fact, Dr. Disrespect uninstalled the game the following day and said that he wouldn't be playing it until the Call of Duty publishers Activision brought the bundle back or apologized. After this, TimTheTatman formally requested his operator bundle to be removed from Call of Duty. Okay, so let's talk about this for a moment, right? there's actually a lot here that I kind of want to discuss for a moment. So apparently, Dr. Disrespect, popular streamer, even saw this backlash, and he's even roasted the hell out of Activision and the latest Call of Duty game as well, because he's also trying to stand up for nickmerks as well. And honestly, I will give credit where credit's due. It's pretty hard to get like a group of people together, whether it be a group of people that play Call of Duty, whether it's a group of people that stream, whatever. Like, it's actually kind of, at least in my opinion, kind of hard to get content creators to stand up for one another. And Dr. Disrespect standing up with nickmerks, it's actually surprising. And I know this is going to mean very little to Activision, but I mean, the player counts have been dropping like flies. And I even made a video in the past talking about that as well, but I'm going to hold off on that for now. But Dr. Disrespect uninstalling Call of Duty, and it's also sending a message to people saying, yeah, this year's Call of Duty is a pile of shit. Like, it's not that good. Even standing up for Nick Merckx, and he doesn't want to play the game anymore because of what Activision has done. So he's joining the boycott against Activision, and he's boycotting the game because of this controversy. And can you blame him? No, of course not. Of course not. And as a matter of fact, like the article said, TimTheTatman even wanted Activision to remove his content creators bundle from the store as well. And you're probably wondering, well, Activision won't do it, right? There's no way. They need to make the money. Well, this is actually some surprising news because they actually did remove his bundle from the store. Now, again, Nick Merck's friend is also a content creator. He goes by the name of TimTheTatman, and he's even requested his bundle to be removed from the store because they're like both really good buddies and everything. And let me pull the article back up for you guys. TimTheTatMan's operator bundle has been officially removed from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and Call of Duty Warzone 2. We've seen a lot of major crossovers in Call of Duty over the last few years, with big movie franchises having special events, iconic characters, and more in the featured shooters. Okay, so I don't want to get into the whole crossover thing because I did make a video in the past talking about is Call of Duty turning itself into Fortnite with the Shredder crossover bundle and everything. And they did stuff like this similar for Cold War as well, with like the whole Scream Halloween crossover event and stuff. But once again, I'm going to put that stuff onto the side for now. But again, I want to talk about TimTheTatman. Now, I will give credit where credit's due, and I will admit this wasn't really an easy task. I mean, TimTheTatman wasn't really a part of this controversy, and he saw that his friend Nick Merckx had his bundle removed, and saw that this wasn't really fair. How TimTheTatman kept his bundle, but Nick Merckx couldn't. Now, I gotta say, like, turning down a good portion of money like that takes a lot of guts to do, especially if you're standing up against Activision, because he could have just let his friend go by and just TimTheTatman could have continued to make money, but instead he decided to just request that his bundle gets removed from the store because he wants to support his friend Nick Merckx. And due to this amount of backlash, Activision surprisingly complied with TimTheTatman and removed his bundle from the Call of Duty shop as well. Now, again, this takes a lot of guts to do to stand up against Activision like this, and that's actually really surprising to me as well. And I gotta say, man, at this point, if content creators like this are requesting for their bundles to be removed from the Call of Duty shop due to this controversy, it's safe to say that Call of Duty's it, it's becoming a bigger shit show by the day. And I hate to say it, but the more and more Activision tries to speak out, the more and more they're going to continue to get more backlash. And it's just getting so bad to the point where now, even where they're just trying to talk about the smallest things, like, hey, we're going to be doing a small quality of life update. The Call of Duty community just roasts the hell out of Activision. Or, hey, there's a double XP event that we're announcing on Twitter. The Call of Duty community will roast Activision for it. And at this point, man, like, it's just getting more and more ridiculous. And my God, is it amazing to see Activision just get shit on. But at this point, man, I would argue to say that this is just getting even worse. You know, we got a big hacking problem still going on with Call of Duty. I mean, they sort of addressed it with Cold War, but it's still present in other titles. And it's still present in Modern Warfare 2, the newest Call of Duty as well. But besides from the hacking problem, if you're having content creators like nickmerks and TimTheTatMans have their bundles being removed from the Call of Duty store, then and you have the Call of Duty community standing up for them, like Dr. Disrespect is, for example, and a bunch of other people, then yeah, that should be a major red flag to the developers saying, hey, guys, you guys need to have an emergency meeting. We need to seriously think about what we're doing here. At least if I was a developer, I would call for an emergency meeting and try to get this problem situated and sorted out as soon as possible. I don't know, man. What do you guys think about this? Do you think Activision's in the right? Do you think Activision's in the wrong? I am pretty curious to know what your guys' thoughts and opinions are. All I'm going to say is Activision needs to get a goddamn reality check because the longer they continue to pull this kind of stunt, the more they're going to continue to get more backlash. And at this point, like, it's been made pretty clear that Activision has no respect for the Call of Duty community whatsoever. So at this point, if I were you guys, I would continue to stand up against Activision and I would continue to avoid playing any of their Call of Duty titles. That's just my opinion and that's just my suggestion to you guys, but you do what you think is right. So, with that being said, thank you guys all for watching and for listening. Let me know what you all think in the comments down below. And until next time, I'm watching the Call of Duty community continue to riot against Activision. And I'll see you all later.